All right, let's get started. So I'm Margie Cherry, Associate Director of Alumni Career Services here at Lafayette. And I am so happy today to be bringing you the 5 and 5 Career Tip Series. And today's topic is 5 ways to start your career year off with a bang. 5 ways to start your career year off with a bang. So I ask you, could this be the year of your career, the year when your dreams become reality? Yes, it's that time of year again. You know what it is. The time to turn the page, start a fresh chapter, and declare your well-intentioned resolutions for the career year to come. Yeah, it's that time. But New Year's resolutions are often fuzzy and undefined, and therefore simply meant to be broken. So what you really need is something a little bit more concrete to really start your career year off with a bang. So here are 5 timely tips to set up the fireworks in your career for the year to come. So start the clock. All right, tip number one, Marie Kondo your career. Conduct an end of the year declutter and review. Before you can look forward, you need to look back, just back to assess how this past year went for you. And that way you'll know what you need to do differently, what you need to do more of, what you need to do less of, what you might need to change completely. So I want you to ask yourself here, what in the last year sparked joy? But what just sparked oi? You got to assess. And decluttering your past will leave room for shiny new things, good things to come. So acknowledge what went well and notice what needs improvement. Think about whether you set any career goals. If you did you meet them? If you didn't meet them, why? Identify your stumbling blocks, identify the obstacles so you can figure out how to address them. And speaking of goals, that brings us to tip number 2. Write it down to make it happen. Set your career goals for the coming year. In order to achieve your goals, you have to have set your goals, right? So think about this date, but a year from now, a year in the future, and you're looking back to this date, you're looking back to this year from a year in the future. What will have happened? What do you want to have happened? What will have changed? What will you have achieved? Will you have gotten the promotion that you wanted? Will you have changed jobs and gotten the great new job? Will you have maybe started a grad program or finished a big project or maybe completed a certification or even started a new business? What do you want to have achieved in the coming year so that when you look back, you can feel good about it? So you can't reach a goal unless you set a goal, right? And studies prove that writing down a goal, posting it where you can see it every day, and reporting your progress to others make it far more likely that you will begin to work on your goals and that you will complete them. Change only happens when you set your intentions and follow through on them. So think about what your goals are for the coming year. Don't just dream about them. Write them down and set a date by which you plan to reach them. Post reminders to yourself, share your goals with friends or an accountability partner, because a goal is just a dream with a deadline. But a dream without a deadline is just a dream. Tip number 3, set the stage for success. Design your life outside of your career. Career goals cannot be achieved in a vacuum. You need to have set up your life in a way that will help you meet your career goals. So think, what are the elements that you need in your life to be able to focus on your career right now? Is your workspace adequate? Are your social relationships supportive? Are you tending to your physical and mental health needs? What habits have you put in place to promote your success? Do you need to create new habits and routines to make your work more efficient, productive, and pleasant? Studies show that forming even one positive new habit can start a chain reaction of the ability to form other habits, other positive habits more easily. And results may not be instant. It takes, 30 to 90 days for a new habit to become truly a habit, depending on the complexity of the behavior. But if you start today, you will be laying the groundwork for a better tomorrow, or at least a better next month. Now be honest with yourself. Are there any bad habits that you need to jettison? Things that are getting in the way of achieving your goals, like, procrastination, checking Twitter all the time, playing Candy Crush. I'm asking for a friend. Think about it this way. It's easier to replace a bad habit with a good one than it is to depend on sheer willpower just to, get rid of an unwanted behavior. So, for example, if you want to start to stop picking out every day at 3 p.m. on potato chips, instead of just stopping, which is really hard, replace the bad habit with a good habit. So prepare ahead some carrot chips or something else. so that your habit remains the same. You're still reaching for a snack at 3 p.m., but now you've replaced it with a healthier alternative. So you can keep that habit, but turn it into a positive one. Keep growing your wisdom this year and stay motivated by reading personal development books like Habit or Die Empty or The Happiness Advantage. Keep growing your wisdom. And listen to podcasts that'll also do the same, like Hidden Brain or Pivot or How I Built This. These will keep you inspired. This is something to remember too. Try something new outside of your work life, like yoga or meditation, or maybe even take up the ukulele. Maybe not. But it's amazing because trying something new keeps your brain flexible. And when your brain is flexible, the benefits will spill over into your work life. I got to get rid of this ukulele. Hold on a second. There we go. So make sure to build a little R&R into your daily life to refresh and reset your spirit. Super important. Tip number 4, you are who you say you are. So define your professional brand and update your LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile is the most visible evidence of your professional brand. So make sure it accurately reflects your current and future professional goals. Don't make it just a dry retelling of your work history. That's boring. Craft a headline that brands you as the professional you want the world to see. Make sure you connect the dots between work you've done and the work you want to do in the About section. Use that section to tell your story, to showcase your accomplishments, background, and passions in a way that makes your value clear. So you want to support the story by sharing your professional musings, ideas, and perspectives on LinkedIn posts and comments to enhance your public profile and strengthen your brand. Tip number 5, last but not least, your network is your professional wealth. Invest in it, maintain it, grow it, and appreciate it. Maintaining your network requires your attention, much like your social or romantic relationships, right? So now's the time to review your existing network and ask yourself, who has helped you in the past year? Be sure to express your appreciation to them and offer to help them. Who have you helped this year? It's time to reach out and get an update on how they're doing. And who do you need to add to your network to propel your career path? Identify them, reach out, and connect with them in a meaningful way. Last but not least, consider mentoring someone else. Nothing feels better than sharing your wealth, and giving back this way returns dividends. Remember, the Gateway link is the perfect place to connect with a Lafayette student or alum who could use your wisdom and advice. So be a giver to grow your network. All right, that is it for today's 5 and 5 Facebook Live. Thanks for sticking with me. I'm Margie Cherry. If you need assistance in your career journey, I am here to help. Visit the Gateway Career Center alumni page or call 610-330-5115 to set up a time to chat today. See you next month on February 25th for our next exciting episode. See you later. Bye.